Alright, welcome back to my channel. So in this video, I will explain about the integration by substitution, and from what we learned from the formula, that two formula I talked in last video. So I will expand it and further derive the third formula that you need to memorize for tackle the STPM questions. So for integration by substitution, it's actually like the differentiation questions. So in order to solve all the integration problems, we are using the substitution method. Substitution method is the most direct way. It's not the easiest, but it's the most direct way to solve all the questions. All the questions you cannot solve, you use substitution, let you, and you will get the answer. It's not the easiest way, but it's the most direct way. If you can't solve, use substitution method. So let's solve these questions. So when we integrate x squared square root 2x minus 1 dx, and now if I were you, I would just use let you. Since they are different function, right? It's just like the product rule. You can see UV is completely different functions, like the integration, like anything. So we just let u equivalence to square root 2x minus 1. You can let u equals to 2x minus 1 also, but I like to let u equals to this, and I prefer to use this u square equals to 2x minus 1. And hence I can get x here u squared plus 1 over 2. So I differentiate both sides. I will get 2u du, and I move the dx here, so I will get 2 dx, right? I differentiate both sides with x, with respect to x. So now, I hope you still remember. If you all forget, you can always respect my previous videos in differentiation chapters. So now we can find the dx is actually equivalent to 2 du, as we cut the 2 here. And now, we substitute everything. In these terms, we substitute every variable of x, including dx, into du and u. So now, if we substitute, we get 8x x squared is actually equivalent to this one, we square it. So it's equally u squared plus 1 over 2, then we square. Then square root 2x minus 1, this whole thing is actually equivalent to u, since we already let u. And hence here is u du. And you simplify it, you will get 8. And here is actually 2 to the power of 2 is actually 4. And it's equivalent to 1 over 4. I take out the 1 over 4, and here is u square. We copy back 1 and square. And here is u square. Yeah, here is u square since u, and here is u square du. And now, we further simplify this side, we get 2. And integrate 2 u square and u square plus 1 square du. And now we further do it, we will get 2, we take out the constants, and here we expand it, u square. Here we will expand it, we get u4 plus 2u square plus 1 and du. Now, as I said, the most simple way is we integrate term by term. So we expand it, okay? We expand it, you will get 2, here is the constant, and u6 plus, and here is 2u to the power of 4 plus u square du. Now, everything we can integrate with respect to u, since all the variables is u, right? So we just use back the first formula we already learned from the previous video, that is this formula 1. Then we can straight away apply formula 1 and get the integration for the fractions. So it's like that too. We make a big bracket, and here is u, the power increased by 1. And divide by the new power increased by 1, and divide by the new power, and increase by 1, divide by the new power. It's the same thing. You can see no constant here, no any linear function here, so we just apply the formula 1. So now, u to the power 7 divided by 7 minus 2u to the power 5 divided by the new power 5, and plus u3 divided by the new power 3. So, and we add, don't forget to add a plus c at the end of the answer, since it's the indefinite integral, that is not mentioned the limits of this integration. And now, if you further simplifying, you will get 2 over 7. You will get 2 over 7 u to the power of 7 minus 4 over 5 u to the power of 5 plus 2 over 3 u to the power of cube, and plus c. So don't forget to change back the u in terms of x. So what is u? U is actually equals to square root 2x minus 1. It's actually 2x minus 1 to the power of half. So now, if you get it, you can straight away substitute the u is equivalent to 2x minus 1 to the power of half. So now, 2 over 7, you will get 2x minus 1, 7 over 2, minus 4 over 5, 2x minus 1 to the power of 5 over 2, plus 2 over 3, 2x minus 1 to the power of 3 over 2 plus c. Yeah, the answer is very weird, but here is the answer. The STPM might come up very complicated answer that you might not believe it, but that's the answer, okay? So you must believe yourself. Yeah, don't be panicked if you get a very weird answer, right? So derivation for the formula, second formula. So we know that second formula when we integrate k where k is a constant and ax plus b here is a linear function. We integrate it with power increased by 1, divide by the new power and divide by the f prime x, right? So plus c. So in case, let's say if we have a here and let's say a is a function, but we not sure the function is a function. And here we have 4x cubed minus 9 to the power of 7. We don't care about what the power here, I don't really care, is 10, 19 or everything. And here 4x cubed to the power of 9. We only look inside. If this is not linear function, inside is not linear function. So this formula cannot be applied already, right? So since this formula cannot be applied, so how are we going to do? If, let's say, if the outside a here is a constant, it's only a 3, let's say a number 3, 5, anything, the only way you can solve is using substitution. Same goes with 3x. If my a here is a 3x, you must also use substitution. However, when the a is something, let's say it's 5x squared, 3x squared, any x squared, as long you can see the difference between the a outside here and what the degrees inside the variables inside the brackets is difference with 1 degrees, you can apply the formula. That is, you can apply this formula. Why? Because as I said, we are dividing with f prime x, right? Now we are making the a as the f prime x. As we make the a become the f prime x, now we divide it, we will cancel each other, right? Because here is multiple, here is dividing, so yeah, cancel each other, alright? So now we are doing, this formula can only apply when a is less 1 degrees of the variables in fx, alright? So let's do these questions. So let's say my a is 3x squared and here is 4x cubed minus 9 to the power of 7, let's say. So if I want to do these questions, I will just use back the second formula, since here is divided by f prime x, right? So now you copy back the same thing as I do, 4x cubed. Just now we treat this as a constant, but it's not a constant, okay? So 4x minus 9, because they are difference with 1 degree. Here is 3, here is 2. So at least if you see this different by 1 degree, that means 1 is 3, 1 is 2, or 1 is 4, 1 is 3, like that, okay? Different by 1 degrees. Only 1 degree. So now you can see we can just copy it and we put a plus 1 here and we power plus 1 and divided by the new power, right? So it's the same thing and divided by 8. When we divided by 8, and now we are dividing with the f prime x, right? Because here is divided by the a, right? A. And now we are dividing with the f prime x. So now we have y equals to, let's say your y equals to 4x cubed. When you divide the x, it is actually equivalent to 12x squared, right? So you are actually dividing with 12x squared. Guess what? You are making the f prime x. Here is your f prime x. Look guys, so here you are dividing, you are cancel each other. So you will get answer is actually 1 over 32 4x cubed minus 9 to the power of 8 plus c. Don't forget plus c here. So here is the answer that we derived the formula. We already derived the formula from difference 1 degrees you can do. So if you don't believe me, you can try to prove by using the substitution questions. So if you're using the substitution method, it will be a bit long, but you can try it. So let's say I do back one more time, so to the power 7 dx. So you let your u equivalent to 4x cubed minus 9. So your du is equivalent to 12x squared dx. You put the dx to the right hand side. Okay, so now you substitute it, you will get 3x squared. This one I copy back first, okay? So 4x here is actually u to the power of 7, and dx is actually du over 12x squared, right? Du over 12x squared. So it's the same thing. You are canceling each other, right? So the x squared is helping you to cancel out. So as I said, you are dividing the f prime x. Now you are creating the f prime x outside the bracket so you can cancel out each other, right? So cancel out the x squared each other, then you can get the answer is actually 1 over 4 u to the power of 7 du, and you will get 1 over 4 u. You can integrate this part and u 8 plus c, and you will get back the answer 1 over 32 for x cubed minus 9 to the power of 8 plus c. So hence prove the same answer. So now we deduce the formula 3 of this. You need to memorize that is in integrals, that if we have f prime x and fx to the power of n, and we integrate with respect to x, this one f prime x is the differential of fx. When we integrate it, we will get fx. We copy back the function, and this one will disappear, and the power increased by 1 divided by the new power. Actually, here is we need to multiply by f prime x from the previous formula, right? We need to with the a here. But now you are cancelling each other. Since I have upwards here already, so you are actually cancel out each other. So it's like that. And n divided by the new power, and here is we cancel out each other already. So this one disappears. And plus c. Constant, since it's an indefinite integrals, but the condition with the condition of n not equals to -1. So how come the formula is like that? So let's do an example. I give you an example here. I forget to write. So an example is very easy. Okay, let's say I have 2x squared minus 3 to the power 4. This makes sense. Yes. Okay. Firstly, I will say I don't care what is the power of here. It's 4, 5, 7, and 99 also. Okay. So as you can see, you see what inside the bracket is not a linear function, so we cannot apply formula 2. Then you see either this is f prime x, yes, it's actually f prime x, here is fx. You can see, then we can apply the formula 3. So let y equals to x squared minus 3, and dy dx is actually equivalent to 2x. So we can just apply the third formula that we learned into memory, memorize already. So we just x squared, this one just disappear and 3, and this power plus 1, and we get 5, and divided by the new power and add a plus c here, and we get the answer. It's so simple. Okay, so for another example, that is you need to create yourself. Okay, x squared, let's say it is square root x cubed minus 5 dx, and in this case you need to understand actually this square root is actually power of half. So you write it in make a nicer way, is x cubed 5 to the power of half dx. So I don't care. So I don't care what is the power of here, but if you notice this is not linear function, then you look outside the bracket. It's actually x squared. The difference is 1 degree. Difference with 1 degree. So now you can apply the third formula. But you need to know that your y is actually x cubed minus 5, right? It's actually this side. So you divide the x, you will actually get a 3x squared, right? So how we make x squared become 3x squared? Very easy. So we write what you want here, 3x squared, and what dividing by 3, right? If I dividing by 3, so if we get back x squared, right? We get back x squared. So now we are creating the f prime x ourselves by using the variable givens. Okay, so now it makes sense already. This is a constant. We can take out a constant. 1 over 3 is a constant, so we get 1 over 3, and we take out the constant, is actually 3x squared, x cubed minus 5 to the power of half, and is dx. I'm sorry. So here is actually f prime x, and here is fx. So what should we do? Is actually the formula 3. You can just get the answer. It's actually 1 over 3. You copy back constant, and here you will get the answer is 1 over 3. And here you get x cubed minus 5, 1 over 2 plus 1 is actually 3 over 2, and you divide it by the new power is 3 over 2, and you will get a 5 plus c. Don't forget the plus c here, and you will get the final answer is equivalent to 2. Here you will simplify 2 x cubed minus 5 to the power of 3 over 2 over 9 plus c. So here is how we solve the question. We create the f prime x ourselves by using the given as long as difference is 1 degree. Alright, so in next video, since we are looking at the n is not equals to -1, so in the next video I will explain about logarithm if the n is equals to -1. Alright, thank you for watching.